Let's start this video off right with Trevor Bollinger ripping around this corner, leading the pack up the hill climb. I did this hill climb one time on my last lap, and needless to say, I did not look that cool going up it. But sure was fun watching the pros rip up that hill. And this video is all about good, hard racing battles, and I have a lot of them in this race, so it is going to be fun to watch. We'll start it off here with this guy in the KTM ahead of me and me. We're going to race for a while. Some of it I edited out before and during the middle because we lose sight of each other. Sometimes when you got passing traffic, it might slow him down or might slow me down a little bit. But I have fun racing this guy. And I kind of came into this race with like kind of a whole new outlook. And I don't know if it was GNCC inspired or what, but I kind of went to GNCC with no pressure because I didn't have to do good. Wasn't for points. I was just there to have fun, and I did. I had a lot of fun, and I kind of wanted to replicate that here. And so when I got to the start line, I decided I wasn't going to go for the whole shot, which is a really hard thing to do because the adrenaline's pumping, and you really just want to give it all you got off the start. And you know I can start well. If you've watched my videos, I usually get in the top 3 or 4 guys up front, but sometimes I like to warm up to these tracks and I don't like to push it right off the bat until I get comfortable with them. So then I'll let a bunch of guys pass me, and I'm like, well, why am I taking all that risk on the start when I would probably just have more fun if I just kind of settle into the middle of the pack and then just have good races with the guys in my class. And that's what I did, and it worked, and I had a blast. And I felt like it was safer too. The last couple races that I've done, I've been up front on the start. Even the GNCC race, I was up front, and man, I've been getting my foot run over. I've been bumping handlebars with guys, and I've been like, oh my gosh, it's only a matter of time before I go down on the start with all these people, because everyone's adrenaline is going like crazy at the beginning of the race. So it was really kind of cool to just sit back, and I was just like chatting with the guy next to me like 5 seconds before the race started, because I didn't have the pressure, and it was definitely a cool feeling. So I think maybe from the races from here on out, kind of depending on how many people show up and who shows up, I think maybe I'll try this again because I really enjoyed it. And oh, I know what you're thinking, I should have went over that log there, and I agree with you. I should have. I could have made up a spot. For whatever reason, I could not mentally make myself go over that log on 4 different laps. So I raced 4 laps. I came in at I think 49% overall, which is still pretty good for me. And if you can't tell by now, this is a fresh cut track, and it is gnarly. Holy cow, this was probably the biggest workout that I've had out of all the races. I have never been this tired after a race, minus when you first get into racing, your first couple races. But there was just turn after rut after route. It was gnarly for sure. I have some awesome blisters to show for it, and I'm sure a whole lot of other people did too. I saw a lot of people when they were getting done with this race look like they were totally wiped, just like I did. But I gotta say, even though the course was rough, this was awesome racing, absolutely awesome. I've had so many good battles in this race with different guys that I had a lot of fun. And I kind of like going along with that theme of chilling out. This guy's gonna let me pass right now, which I don't know why. We had a good race going on there. Maybe he got tired, or he just thought he needed to let me by for some reason, but hopefully I get to see him again on another race, because I really enjoyed that. But where was I? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so passing guys. I'm not yelling at anybody, except if I'm a lot faster than them. I'll let them know I'm behind them. But I'm just having fun trying to pass these guys without having to say a word. Just trying to do all good, clean passes here, which is totally fun. I mean, it's easy to yell at someone and get them to move over, and you should in a lot of circumstances, but sometimes, like, somebody yells at you from behind, and then they're hardly faster than you at all, and you're like, oh shoot, why did I let this guy pass? So I had a lot of fun with this technique, and I'm going to do it again next time too. Really trying to work for your passes and make them good and clean. That's not me yelling. There's a guy behind me yelling. And I can hear him behind me, so I'm going to let him by here. I'm just going to kind of hug the right shoulder. But again, it's like, make people work for their passes. Like, don't stop and pull off the trail. If you want to pass me, then pass me. You know, safely. Don't do anything stupid, but let me know you're back there and let you go when I can. Almost blew that turn like 3 different times I went through there. Alright, now we're going to head into this really interesting bamboo section here. I thought this was super cool. Kind of felt like I was going into Vietnam or something. Going to rescue some POWs.
Vietnam or something?
Yep, there, I just said it. Coming out of it, a slick, rocky hill climb. Definitely serve you well to keep momentum going up that hill. My last lap, I was so tired that I went slow up it, and I paid for it. It takes so much less energy if you just keep your speed going up those hills. And there's some guys behind me yelling, trying to get by. Pull off to the right here, let them go by. And I really, like in other laps, I really ripped up that hill a lot faster, but I was trying to let them by, so yeah, no, I don't know. I could have just ripped up the hill and let them pass me up here. That's probably what I should have done. Maybe you would disagree, I don't know, whatever. It's just racing. the finish line here. Some people going down here. It's pavement and there's rocks on it, so you got to kind of chill out when you get there. Alright, now I got like 4, maybe like a minute clips here to show you where I've got good short little battles with people. I come up on this guy here pretty fast. And I was thinking I was going to pass him fast, and then he starts turning it up a little bit. So got a good little challenge here going on. Letting the guy go by on the right. And unfortunately that guy decided to stop and let us by. It's too bad because I was having a good race there. Alright, so this guy definitely knows I'm behind him. So the race is on. It's a tricky little root section. Again, just keep a little momentum and you kind of glide right over those. Some lap traffic coming up.
Left side, left side.
Let him know that I'm there. Hotline with some ruts and to make the pass. Comes a fun little section up ahead. You can really get on it. Love going through that section. Let this guy know that I'm behind him. There's a guy right behind me, and I'm going to signal and let him by right here. Works out perfect. Alright, my last clip here. Got a group of guys ahead of me. I'm going to try to get around. Now, this guy up ahead of me sounds like he's having a brake problem, like almost exactly like I was having at Enola, where I had to pull off because my brakes were locking up. That's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. Please like or comment, and I will see you next race.